Hello, everyone. It is Self-Care Sunday. I tell you, how are you tonight? Welcome to Self-Care Sunday, New York City edition. I hope all is well in your guys' world this Sunday. What are you grateful for this Sunday? Tell me about your day and what you are grateful for this Sunday. I am grateful I got this to work tonight. Hey, Kitty, how are you? How are things in Illinois tonight? I hope everything is good there with you in Illinois. I am having a heck of a time. I don't know that I've been in a hotel room this long that's had such terrible lighting, but I am here. Hey, a day off. That's awesome. I am glad you got a day off. I am very happy to hear that. That is so important. That's what Self-Care Sunday is all about. It's why we set this day aside each and every week so that we take time to rest and recuperate. And Sunday's just the symbol of it. I've been saying it for a long time. Sunday's just the symbol of it. But, you know, it's important that we take time each and every week, even if that's Tuesday or Thursday or a half day Wednesday and a half day Friday. It's important that we take time each and every week to recuperate and recharge your batteries. Hey, Adele and Dazzle are here. It is Dazzle and the Pets of Resale. It is treat time, I tell you. It is great to have you all here tonight. I'm excited for it. This is going to be a weird show because partly battery, partly lighting, partly everything here in New York City. But I am in New York City. Like I told you I was going to be, which is very nice. It's the first time I have been in New York City in 2 years. I was here for this show just prior to the pandemic. So I am at the National Retail Federation's annual big show. Normally an annual big show. It hasn't happened in 2 years. In New York City, and it is a strange time here in New York City. My hotel is just off Times Square, so I am a block off Times Square, a block and a half off Times Square. You can see the Krispy Kreme hot light at the Krispy Kreme donut shop there in Times Square from just off the corner where my hotel is. The National Retail Federation is really leading the way in how they're having this conference. The first thing is that everyone that attends must be vaccinated. And that is a mandatory requirement. There are no waivers on vaccination. Absolutely no waivers on vaccination. Oops, did somebody comment? Hey, your stuff. I see you there on YouTube. Your comments are sort of blocked. YouTube comments are blocked because of the way I have this set up here in the hotel. So I apologize for that if I'm not ignoring you on YouTube there. For the YouTube comments, we are broadcasting on both YouTube and Facebook tonight. So if you have anything on both, any problems with Facebook, hop on over to YouTube. We're in both places tonight. But I'm having problems seeing YouTube comments because my Facebook link is basically balancing on top of the YouTube comments, and there's not a good way to move it. So I apologize if I miss YouTube comments. I'm trying to see them as they come in. So the National Retail Federation is taking a very serious approach to keeping this conference safe tonight, this week. I'm here today and tomorrow for it, are the days that I'm able to attend. So everybody has to be vaccinated. The vaccinations are checked by an independent third party is actually doing the checking on the vaccination status. I have to have this vaccination app that they're using. Then they give you a wristband. I mean, they're doing a lot to keep things safe. They're giving COVID tests are available like candy. You can even get the fancy ones, the PCR. Everything is available to keep this as safe as possible at this event. So, I'm really excited to be a part of it. I'm excited to really be here for all the people at the National Retail Federation that have supported retail so much I mean, they do it all the time, but during the last 2 years, they have been there so strongly for us. I am excited to be here and be a part of that. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in just a second here. Let's get started with our Stay Positive book. I packed the book with me. I remembered to bring the book. Let's see if I can read the book with how dark it is right here. Let's see. Tonight we are on page 10. 5 F's for success. Fight for each other. Faith, keep believing. Fun, enjoy it. Focus, tune out distractions. And 5, finish strong. There is our good morning for Stay Positive today. The theme of the National Retail Federation's conference is Accelerate. So that is the theme, the overarching theme of the conference this year. And that's pretty cool because the Accelerate is what I've been talking about. It is taking the time to level up yet again. Okay, I mean, yes, since the last retail conference for the National Retail Federation, acceleration of change has been rampant, okay, in retail. Okay, things that would have taken years to happen happened in weeks. And the rollout of services and changes in stores, just like in your own stores, happen at an incredible pace. But the reason the theme of Accelerate was chosen, okay, was because you're going to need to accelerate again, because the pace of change is such that you are going to either fail faster, okay, so your idea, your thing is going to fail faster, or you're going to win faster. So the changes are just happening at an accelerated rate. And you have to be willing to accelerate and run with change in your business in however that happens, and whatever thing that happens. So the open-mindedness of it is what set that to the top. One of the things that the speakers today was the CEO of Chewy. CEO of Chewy, and everybody knows them. They're the pet food people, and they've been widely regarded as the pet industry hates them and has a love-hate relationship with them, but from a consumer perspective, they're loved. And the CEO of that today, talked about, some about their core values and such today. And one of the big things with that, okay, with those core values, with that is that of their core cultural values, nothing on the list, nothing that they do is more important than the customer. They have some interesting values in their value proposition and their employees, but that their number one thing is always, how does this affect the customer? How do we make this better for the customer? And that is what they are looking to do with everything they do. How do we service the customer better? How do we take care of the customer better? How do we make the customer number one? Is what we're doing right now making the customer number one? And as you look at leveling up in the next year, are you making your customer number one? Are you making your customer feel like a customer that deals with Chewy? Are you making the experience easy? Are you doing things to keep things moving forward? Hey, Barb Gallo, it's great to have you here from Pittsburgh. It was great talking with you today when we hopped on the phone. So what are you doing for the customer and to make the customer experience the best it can be? So it was a very interesting conversation, and I'm going to have, when I can print it later, I will have other excerpts from it. I have other notes and stuff that I have that I can't have on the screen. I need another screen. I need like this, and like a teleprompter when I travel. I don't know, maybe something else, but I need something else so I can keep all my notes up on the thing, because you know me, I love my printed page. I love my printed paper. But it is how you keep that customer top of mind and top of everyone's list, and that is a key value of theirs. So that is an important takeaway. You know, as retail comes back together. I mean, this is huge. This conference. So it is. I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm very excited to be a part of it. And our quote from Simon tonight is, "Authenticity is more than speaking. Authenticity is also about doing. Every decision we make says something about who we are." Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? But I wanted you to think, because part of this year, and what I want you to have in your mind, okay, is nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. And you know, it just takes a little bit longer. You know, it's sort of a Disney thing. You know, what if? But the impossible just takes a tiny bit longer. And that's sort of a mindset that you have to wrap yourself around. You know, that's impossible. I couldn't do that. A store. What I love about this conference for the National Retail Federation is there are so many big guys here. So many big guys. I mean, Target, Walmart, Chewy, like I mentioned, all the big guys are here. All the big guys are here. And you have less of the little guys like you and me. Okay. And even in resale, you know, some of you are looking at it and saying, well, you know, I'm a little guy to Neil's business or to somebody else's. And, you know, what is so important is what you can take away. How can you take an idea from someone bigger than you and scale it down? So how can I go into a room and learn something from Target, okay, and say, oh my God, that's a genius idea, and scale that down to a business of your size? In the same token, how can you be with a business that is smaller than you? How can I be sitting next to a store that runs a smaller operation, okay, has less, and how can I take that idea and scale it up? So often you see these ideas, you know, like I've used Target as an example a lot this year already, with their $4 billion, their 4%, their $4 billion investment in their stores and making their stores a better place and making their operation better. And you know, I've been working on making that, you know, how do you make that possible in your environment? How do you take and invest in your environment to make your world better? And, you know, it brought me to this quote this week, and it hit with me, and I'm hoping it hits with you too. You know, so often I hear from people, well, that's impossible. I couldn't do that. I'm too small to do that. Or that idea, well, I understand why that works for them. They're so big. You know, but the word impossible says itself, I'm possible. Just separate it out. I'm possible. Take impossible and read it differently. Hang on a second. What did I do with it? Put on a different set of glasses. Look at it differently and separate it out. And says, I'm possible. Impossible says, I'm possible. Hey, Michelle, it is great to have you here. It was great to hear you made it to the Shenandoah Valley this past week. Loved hearing that. But this is a quote actually from Audrey Hepburn about it. You know, the word itself says nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible. And you know, you are possible. Your idea is possible. And over the next few weeks, I all of a sudden am traveling a lot. I'm here in New York City today. I'm on the road the rest of the week. I'm actually on the road most of the next month. You know, it just literally happened practically overnight where all this travel happened. And you're going to see me. I'm going to take you with me on these trips where I go to stores of all different shapes and sizes. I'm going to be in stores of all different shapes and sizes over the next few weeks. And I'm super excited about that because it has been too long since I've been able to get out with stores and to meet with people. It has been way too long, but you're going to see an amazing set of what's possible, because one of the things that I look for when I'm working with a store one-on-one, it is what their dreams are. What do they want to fulfill? What do they want to see happen? Okay, what is their dream? Just like we talked about Michelle's dream of spending more time with her grandbaby. What is your dream? And your dreams are possible. It all starts up here with your imagination. Your dreams are completely and totally possible. And we're going to accelerate those dreams. That's the National Retail Federation's theme. I'm running with it. You give me a good headline theme like that, and I'm going to run with it. But it's accelerating. Change is accelerating. Business is accelerating. The pace of things is accelerating. Okay, the path to your dreams is accelerating. Okay, it is coming at you faster and faster, and it is coming together faster and faster. So you have an amazing opportunity in the year ahead, and an amazing opportunity to seize those opportunities, which is exciting. I mean, I am super excited about this. I am truly excited about what is to come and what is ahead of us as we work our way forward. I mean, this variant will be out of the news. Something else will be in the news. That's all okay. We have to move to where we're living with it. And that's part of what I'm seeing with how my schedule has gotten booked up lately. It's been like businesses have shifted. And I'm seeing this here at the conference too, where they are shifting themselves from, hang on. Hey, Florida Angie, how are you? Yes, Michelle, there's great turnout here in New York for this at the National Retail Federation. But business is shifting from surviving to investing. Okay, businesses are shifting from surviving to investing. And it's the same as the Target. Okay, Target's doing it at a big level, billions of dollars. Okay, and I'm not saying that you have to invest billions of dollars or millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it is time to invest in you and invest in your business. And that is what I am excited, because I am seeing businesses do that. I am seeing businesses, large and small, do that. And that gets me super excited about the future. I mean, that is truly making me happy, because that says not only are things possible, but that the future is bright. Okay, people invest when they feel confident. When they feel confident. Yes, there are headwinds on the economy. And depending on where you are, I mean, one of the things that's a headwind this week is the fact that the child tax credit, the monthly deposits people were getting, stopped. And that changed people's budgets. That did. So that $250 to $300 a kid changed people's budgets. That is a bad thing that stopped. I'm certainly advocating that they start it back up again, but that is not going to happen tomorrow. That is not going to happen tomorrow. And so, that not being in people's bank accounts is an effect to January spending. I think it will be minimized by people trying to early file their tax returns. I was even working with somebody earlier tonight on getting their taxes filed early, because there is really the other half of that credit that will still come as a lump sum. So the money they've gotten over the last 6 months, they'll still get half of that basically back at tax time. So there will still be an influx of money at tax time, just not as much as maybe in the past, but it'll offset some of the monthly money that hasn't been coming in. So I think going into tax time, people are on a better footing. So I think that's good. But the best is yet to come. And I'm seeing that with that business investment. So that is a really, really good thing. Hang on a second here. I had Our friends at the National Retail Federation also said that Hollywood holiday sales grew 14.1% this year, a record amount during the holidays, which is awesome. Uh, Sustainability is a big thing at the conference, okay, and how companies are becoming more sustainable and everything. And one of the ideas that's been put out there, okay, is packaging labels for clothing. Is packaging for clothing. Hey, Michelle, I always try to be here. My schedule, I will fully admit in advance, because I've been asked already, because some of you know how crazy my upcoming travel schedule is going to be. And, looking at the calendar, it's going to be a little weird, but I'm going to do my best to keep as many of my show times as possible, or at least pop on when I'm supposed to, or on the days I'm supposed to, because it is in the upcoming travel, it's going to be interesting. There's some nights I'm flying, there's some days I'm doing some other stuff, so it's going to be interesting the next couple of weeks. So I appreciate any grace with my times that I'm on or not on. But this idea of, like a nutrition label on a piece of food. So like on your box of Cheerios. So on your box of Cheerios, you have a nutrition label. Well, there's this company that is working on a sustainability label for clothing. Okay, that would look a lot like what a label would on a cereal box. And it would give them grades and for their wages and payments to their workers, health and safety, workers' rights and governance, gender equality and empowerment, healthcare and benefits. And it would have a section on the people and on the planet. It would have a section on people and the planet, which I think is really neat. So then it would talk about the sustainability of the planet, the carbon footprint, the raw materials, integrity and durability, the processing and manufacturing, the packaging and distribution, and it would give them this whole score and the percentage that make up that score. It's a very interesting concept, and something I don't think you're going to see it on clothing tomorrow. I don't think you're going to see it tomorrow. I think part of our industry, the resale industry, is a leader in this, because the things that make it to your shelf in your store are things that do well on the product durability side, okay, and that they're sourced to last, okay. So at least on that side of it, the things that make it to our shelf in our industry are good. But that doesn't deal with all the other aspects of what makes a good product for the planet. And so I don't think you're going to see this tomorrow, okay, in Macy's, on all their clothes in Macy's, or at Nordstrom's, or any fine store. But I think the concept of this is something you are going to see in the future. I think this is, looking 10, 15 years out, I can see the industry moving towards this, because sustainability and resale is a big topic here of the life of the product. So I think that is really, really huge as we talk about things, and as we talk about our industry and the sustainability of the products that we work with. So I think that is huge. A lot of the big guys, another thing that a lot of the big guys have had to deal with, which well, that's true, Kitty. Some of the clothing from the internet doesn't even have care instructions on it. That is very true, because why would you care for it? You're just going to wear it and throw it away. It's not going to last long enough to care for. So why would you even bother? See, they're saving the environment by not spending the time putting care instructions on the clothing, Kitty. So it's better than you thought. It's better than you thought because the clothing isn't going to last anyways. It's so cheaply made. But I think there is a big push on sustainability. And however, these different companies, as we've seen, all the big guys move to try to have a link to resale. One of the things, ThreadUp is actually being looked at now more for their technology platform to handle and help offload big companies' resale. Okay, so that the big guys, the department stores and other chains can say they have a resale partner. So the technology that ThreadUp is using is actually giving them more value as a technology company than it is for their making money selling and reusing product. But there's a lot of different things happening in the industry and with the big guys and everything else. One of the things that's happening with a lot of big retailers right now, from Starbucks to CVS, Walgreens, and others right now, is the same thing that everybody's dealing with, and that's staffing constraints. Starbucks did a really good job, okay, in trying to get ahead of this with their customers. Starbucks sent out the following message: Dear customers, over the past 2 years, you've shown us the meaning of resilience. Through this pandemic, we've adapted together, shown up for one another, and found joy and community over coffee. With the rapid spread of the Omicron variant, we've all been forced to adapt again. Your Starbucks experience may look different as we navigate this dynamic situation in each of our communities. You may notice some stores will have shortened hours, that some products may be unavailable, or that mobile order and pay is temporarily turned off at your store. Our commitment to you is that we will always make proactive decisions that prioritize the health and well-being of our customers and our partners, our employees. We continue to observe elevated cleaning and sanitizing protocols that meet or exceed public health guidelines and can help reduce the spread of COVID-19 while prioritizing support for our store partners by offering comprehensive care, including vaccine pay, catastrophe pay, mental health and sick pay benefits, childcare support, and more. We are working quickly to resolve all customer disruptions, and you have our commitment to make the situation right. To that end, we are postponing Starbucks Rewards members' star expirations through April. Oh, they're extending our rewards. I missed that part. To thank you for your continued loyalty and for the patience. As always, the Starbucks app is still the best place for the latest product availability. So, but everybody is having that, and they're either closing stores early, not opening them a little later, running with reduced staff. We had a store the other night run for 4 hours with one person, which is longer than and they were busy. Okay. And they were busy. And so that was not optimal, but it happened. Okay. It was not optimal. But it happened. And, so we deal with those hurdles. We're all dealing with them. And you're right. Starbucks has been good at handling hurdles. But we're all becoming hurdlers. Hurdlers? I remember the hurdles on field day. We had to jump the hurdles. We're all becoming better at that. And as change accelerates, as we're talking about here, as change accelerates, it is important that we acknowledge there are hurdles to our continued success. There are hurdles that will come in our way, in our path, and that's okay. It's okay that there are hurdles. What isn't okay is to ignore them. When we have them, it's important that we take the time to overcome them and communicate when we do have issues or things that impede us from serving our customers the way we want to serve them. So, that's just an important lesson that we take from the big guy. Again, from big and small. What can you learn? I'm a big believer. You need a business, ahead of you. You need somebody behind you, and you need somebody right at where you are, right at the level where you are, to really grow yourself. Uh, yes, some dang hurdles do have different heights, Michelle. Some hurdles do have different heights, and the height seems to change. I'll even say that the height seems to change sometimes while you're trying to jump the hurdle. You're going, and then the hurdle got raised on you. But that doesn't stop us from getting through them and getting around them. And we will do that. We will tackle each hurdle. We will leap over each hurdle together, and make it to the other side. We will make it. We will continue to work our way forward, and we will accelerate the change in you and your business because you are amazing. You are amazing. But that is how we get to the next level. Hey, Julie Jankowicz, it is great to have you here tonight. But that, it is all about taking your business and leveling up. It is a game. When you're playing Candy Crush on your phone, you don't stop at level 25. You go to level 26. Once you get over to level 26, you go to level 27. You keep on going. You keep on doing. And, you don't let those things get in your way. You do not let them get in your way. You say, not today, not today. You're in control. You will take your business to the next level, Julie Jankowicz. I am positive of it. And it's not just because I can pronounce your name now. I mean, just think, 2 years ago, I couldn't say your name right. But now I got Jankowicz down just like that. It rolls off the tongue there. No problem. No problem getting my Jankowiczes out. But we will do that, and we're doing it together because it takes a community. So we will do it. We will get there. And I am so excited to be on this journey and to be your partner in this journey as we take those steps up the staircase to our next level. All right, folks. You know what else? This video and everything I talk about goes over to narts.org/resale strong by noon the next day. Noon, I tell you. All the files, all the links, including a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and I don't have a bell, but I'll ding like that for you tonight, so that you know when another video drops. You can bada boom, so you know when another video drops. You can also share it with all your friends in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody make it to the other side. Make it up those steps. You're going to keep on climbing. I'm here every Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish live in the Narts private Facebook group and streaming on YouTube. But if you have a question in between, you can just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil@ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the good morning. Good night. Well, no, not the good morning. The Stay Positive book. We've retired the good morning, good night book. It's at home on the bookshelf. Tonight, our start to the night was 5 F's for team success. Number 1, fight for each other. Faith, keep believing. Fun, enjoy it. Focus, tune out distractions. And 5, finish strong. Today, shift your perspective and realize it's not about having to do anything. Life is not an obligation, it's a gift. Replace have to with get to. Focus on gratitude and you'll find yourself feeling blessed instead of stressed. I like that. Focus on gratitude and you'll find yourself feeling blessed instead of stressed. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a retailers reunite party here in New York City. It is a happening place where 1 in 4 jobs in America are related to retail. There you go. What is? Oh, we got all this conversation going on here. I like this book too, Michelle. It's a good book. I will be coming at you on Wednesday from another city. I'll be taking you with me on my journey this week. I have multiple stores I'm working with this week as I travel. I will be coming to you from another state, another plane ride this week. Lots of travel this week. So stay tuned on where in the world is Neil. Where is Neil? Where is that calculator? You will find out. I will take you with me, and I will share the lessons we learn on this trip. It's going to be amazing. I mean, it really. I talk about the big and the small of retail. You're going to see all different kinds of retailers over the next resellers over the next few weeks that I am with. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. You will see me again on Wednesday. But until then, know that you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. It's time for dinner.